Hi guys, Knife Detector here, and this I believe is the 4th video installment of this short series on vintage knives I was going to make. And my definition of vintage usually is something that's 20 years old or more. This isn't that. This is a Victorinox Mechanic, guys. It's a Victorinox Mechanic. This is a discontinued model, 91 millimeters. It's got red Victorinox handles. It's got a couple of other things I'm going to show you in a little bit. Now, these knives are great, and if you've seen my other Victorinox videos, you know I'm a sucker for Victorinox knives that have pliers, because I think those are just the bomb. The Victorinox pliers are the best when it comes to tweezing. You know, let's face it, guys, especially guys in my age group, or at least what the demographics say, watch my videos, right? You're going to have to tweeze, and this thing is great for anything that you might want to tweeze from your body. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay? But the difference between the Victorinox Mechanic and, let's say, the Tinker is that the Victorinox Mechanic has the pliers. And those pliers, like I mentioned, they're fantastic. But let's go over some of the other things. You got your main blade, and this one does have a little bit of wear, but it is still extremely sharp. Let me just say real quick before I go any further, a great way to cut yourself by accident with one of these Victorinox knives is to have all the blades open at the same time. That's like the best way to cut yourself with one of these by accident, okay? And carefully opened all of them before the video. I don't have my steel gloves right now, but I'm going to show you this one and close them as I go. Check out this Phillips screwdriver. I mean, this Phillips screwdriver is very handy. I've had this knife for about 3 years. It's got some use on it that I've used myself, right? So we're going to close that Phillips screwdriver. This is the round kind. Some of the older Victorinox knives have the square kind. Let's close that. Okay. Now this little booger bites me a lot, and a lot of the Victorinox knives, it's the small blade that gets me. A little bit of gook right there that I didn't clean up after using it. These are very sharp. It's got the little Victorinox knife. Oh man, that's sharp. We're going to close that one and get that out of the way. And of course, you've got your can opener right here. You got your cap lifter. And also the flathead wire stripper. You notice this knife is a bit dirty and it's lost some of its snap, right? And it's because I do carry this knife. I do use it. When I'm feeling MacGyverish, and I'm kind of using MacGyverish as an adjective, if I remember my English correctly, if I remember my grammar correctly, I'm using whenever I'm feeling MacGyverish, you know, I pull this bad boy out. I think this is one of the models he used in his show. For you young whippersnappers that have never seen the show MacGyver, you got to check out MacGyver, okay? He would make wonderful, incredible getaways and escapes using nothing but a Swiss Army knife, right? And I have MacGyvered many things in my life. Washing machine, dryer, treadmill, tractor, car. I've MacGyvered so many things in my life that my wife every now and then tries to tell her friends, hey, maybe my husband can fix it. And I'm like, don't tell him anything. Don't tell him anything, right? But anyway, I carry this knife in a little case. I'm going to show you that a little bit as I close the video. But let's close that blade because it is super sharp. It snaps. Check out the piece de resistance. These pliers are made for plucking and also small jobs. You know, they really hold on to whatever it is you're going to pull with these little teeth that are in here. And these are just excellent tweezers, guys. Let's face it, you're not going to be taking off or using this for some big jobs to take off some big rusty bolts because you just don't have the grip right here and you don't have the leverage. But for small jobs, this is great. You can't beat these guys. And when that Victorinox spring, it just works fantastic. But we're going to close that. Of course, you got your toothpick, which I have used, and the tweezers. I carry this in this old sheath that I have. It says Nicholas, Quality Products, Nicholas. I found it on eBay, and it just fits it beautifully. So whenever I feel like in a MacGyvering type of mood, or I'm going into a situation that I feel that they might need my MacGyver services, I go ahead and I I pull this bad boy out. I remember one time my daughter was having some kind of a carnival or a Halloween carnival at her school when she was about 3 years old. My daughter, this daycare type school, and they had a dunking booth, but they couldn't get it to work because the mechanism was loose and it kept falling down prematurely. So guess what I pulled out? My Leatherman tool. I had my Leatherman tool. I did not have my Victorinox, and I fixed that sucker right up, tightened it up, good to go, working perfectly so that that poor guy sitting up there could fall repeatedly. Okay, guys, this has been the Knife Detector. This is the 4th installment in my vintage knife videos. I have to admit, I actually have another couple of knives besides the 5 or 6 I was going to do, so that installment might extend a bit further. I know I had a brief break from it because I wanted to show off that knife that Stuart Harvey sent me. Thanks a lot, Stuart. So that's the last video you saw, but I got a few more vintage knife videos, and then I'm going to do a series on just elephant toes. Just elephant toes. And then I'm going to do a few Rough Rider videos as well. So in any case, this is a Knife Detector saying, stay sharp, my friends, and keep those knives sharp. Keep your wits even sharper. And God bless you.